like, I don't like even like to go in there. I had started just sending my kids or either my husband up in there to get something for me. So then anyway, I was like, so I had told, when I did go back to the doctor, when I did go back to the doctor, I told him, I said, well, I have been having a whole lot of pain and back pain and everything like that. And then he really did find out that I did had a fibroid about the size of an grapefruit like a week later. So anyway, he asked me, did I want to do the surgery? And I'm like, yeah, but then there was some more little complications that I was having. He wanted to see for sure whether I had any kind of cancer or like cervical cancer, because I had like a little abnormal pap, but it came back as nothing, really to worry about. So he wanted to make sure that everything was cool with that. And so anyway, he asked me, when I came back to get my test results for that, he asked me, he's like, well, do you want to um, he asked me, did I want to go ahead on and do the surgery or what? And I'm like, oh yes, yes sir, I want to go ahead on and do the surgery because I can't deal with this. I just can't deal with this pain because it's so bad. And but even though my pain hasn't really stopped, but I just went on toward him that so he can go ahead on and do what he had to do, because sometimes if you don't tell these doctors, you kind of sometimes you may have to put a little bit lie into it. I had to just lie, but sometimes you had to like exaggerate, just put a little more into it. And so I told him that that I was having so much pain and I needed the surgery real bad. So he told me, he said, well, okay, I'm gonna get you set up for to do the surgery. So then he told me he wanted me to come back in a week, and which I was sort of surprised it was that soon, because I thought at least it was gonna be probably about a couple months or something or whatever like that. But which I was glad though, because I'm like a couple weeks. Just a week later was pretty good. It was cool for me because I wanted to go ahead on and get this over with, because these is all the symptoms had been having. I have been having back pain, very bad, my lower back pain. My lower part of my back, I've been hurting a whole lot in there. My stomach, the lower part of my stomach, and I have been feeling like sick on the stomach. I never threw up, but I just felt very sick, nauseated on the stomach. Then I sometimes have like dizziness, and this was supposed, be a whole lot. Cause like, okay, I'm gonna say the dizziness for, I'm gonna tell you why about the dizziness, and also what else, I don't know, that may be it, but anyway, the dizziness part. Oh, anemic. The dizziness part was like, okay, Saturday night I was standing up in the kitchen talking to my oldest son, and um I just cause I had waking up, and that because I was very thirsty that night, so I'm like, let me go to the kitchen and get something to drink. I was going to get some water, some soda, but and I wanted some grape soda. Then that's something I didn't even need it, because I'm gonna tell you why. I went to get the grape soda. Then I was like, I got a sip of it, and I'm like, no, I don't need this. I do not need this. This grape soda. I need something like water, because I started just feeling just so horrible and bad. And y'all, I know y'all probably gonna be like, oh, she looks so bad now, because I am looking bad because I just had this surgery, and and I've been mostly asleep and painting all day. So anyway, I almost just fell straight out in the floor, and so I came back to my bedroom, and I told my husband, I say, you may need to take me to the hospital. And so he was like, what for? And then I said, seem like I'm gonna faint up in the kitchen. So then he said, well, just lay down and get your pressure monitor out and see what your pressure is at. So I got it out. It was pretty low. It was like 88 over 91 at the time, and it was pretty low. And so And so he was like, so anyway, he told me that that I didn't, that I probably would be okay. So but I went. I wanted to go back to the kitchen to get something to make my pressure come up, to like elevate, just to make it come up a little bit. So I went to the kitchen and I got just some salt, and I put the salt on my in my hand, and I just just put my tongue to the salt, and it made my pressure come up a little bit. It came up to like 128 or something, I think it were. And so I felt a little bit, I felt a bit better then, because I was like, I was thinking that maybe I was going to have a stroke or something. And I'm like, I don't want no stroke, and I don't want no heart attack or nothing like that neither. So I was just scared. So anyway, this Monday I went in the hospital. I had to be there at 5:30. Like I say, the surgery supposed to be in at 7, but it did started. They still started a little late on me because I think they had a lot of more folks up there to do probably pretty much the same surgery or whatever. So I went in there, and they gave me some anesthesia that did knock me out. And so after the anesthesia knocked me out, they did do the surgery. But however, I don't know what they really done, as into what they taken out of me or whatever. But I don't know, did they take any of the endometrius out of me? But I do know they burned this fibroid tumor out of me, and then I thought they were going through my stomach to do that, do my navel, but they actually went must have had do my downstairs. So I'm gonna show you. This is a picture of the fibroid that they did burn, and as you can see, uh, this what they burnt off of this, and so anyway, it's my husband had this picture when I came back in the room. He was like, "This what your doctor giving me," and I'm like, "Oh really?" And then I said, "Well, wait, where is he?" Because I wanted to ask him a few questions, and he was like, "I don't know. He must be gone." I'm like, "Wow." So I was asking the nurse, "What did they really burn off me? I mean, what did they really just take out of me? Other than I knew they burned this thing off of me." But anyway, I don't know what it was, but anyway, it's just horrible. And so then he told me I can. They did bring me some chicken noodle soup, and brought me 3 things of the small juices to drink, and they brought me some crackers, like 4 or 5 packages of little crackers, and also, oh yes, a little small uh, little unnamed brand little drink they brought me, some like a Sprite or whatever, but it wasn't a Sprite. And so anyway, I did however drunk ate and drunk all of that, and then but I was paying so much. I was like, this pain is just unbearable. It hurts so, just hurts so bad. So I was like, I asked the doctor, I mean the nurse, could I have something to take? And she like, oh sure. So she brought me some kind of, she said like Tylenol or something, but it seemed like it wasn't doing any good, and I wish that I would have brought my ibuprofen with me, which my doctor had given me prior up to some other time when I had a cyst on my uterus. And so but I didn't bring it. I left it at home, so I was like, okay, because I thought he gonna give me some medicine, which he did not give me no prescription for no medicine or nothing. So I don't know what is I'm gonna do, but I am gonna call in the morning again, because I called earlier and they told me that all the doctor and the nurses was out, and so I couldn't even like talk to anyone. So I said, well, I just call back in the morning. So I'm gonna have to call back in the morning to see whether or not I could be able to you know get some medication. But I do have some pain pills here from for my back, well, I had some here for my back, and I also had some here for this previous cyst that I had a little while ago. But anyway, sorry to make this all so long. But anyway, my stomach feels a little bit better now. I went to sleep. I came home. My husband, I stopped by McDonald's. Not gonna lie, bought me some chicken nuggets. It seemed like I didn't want nothing real heavy because I thought I wanted a burger. Then I thought maybe I want some hot tamales, and so I told my husband, I like, I don't want nothing real heavy. Just take me to McDonald's and maybe get me a 10-piece nugget. I only ate eating like three nuggets out of that 10 piece and didn't even eat the rest of it. And I took just like two sips of my spray pop and that was it. And I didn't want nothing else and I still haven't eaten anything else. And so anyway, I came home and people was calling me left and right. And then and I'm thankful so much that my pastor was there with me also. And but when I came home, he was calling me again. My pastor were my aunt, my mom. She called me. Oh, my mom wanted to know like what was going on, and cause I see her every day, and she kind of like she's an elderly lady, and she a whole lot older than I am, and so I had to go see by her. I see to her every day, so I had to go. And I was glad that she did call and she wanted to know like what was going on, how was I feeling and everything. And she was so strong on the phone talking to me, and she told me that I sound like I was strong as well for just coming out of surgery, but I mean, I feel a whole lot better now, and I mean, I just feel like a little bit of pain at the lower part of my stomach, but I feel a whole lot better, and I just hope that the pain, don't, I just hoping that it don't wake back up on me. But anyway, um, this was the surgery that I did do, the endometriosis ablation surgery, and therefore, if any of y'all that had will be having this surgery, yeah, I just wanted to just let y'all know what I experienced myself and how it felt to me. So thank you for watching. Take care.